Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope y'all are having a great day. We're going to go over the Olympics allowing these transgenders into combat sports and how this lady was only able to survive a fight for 47 seconds and claimed that it was the hardest hit that she had ever taken. So we got to talk about it. We got to navigate this political correct minefield. Like, how is it that the Olympics allowed Imane Khalif in there whenever he failed his testosterone test like 2 years ago, I think? It's just insanity. And the Olympics needs to do more to protect the women of these countries. They are fragile beings whenever you compare them to men. Men will crush them. It is a biological and scientific fact. I mean, where's the leftist outcry for this? Aren't they the ones of science? Oh, that's right. That only applies to mandated things from the government that they deem that you must do. Like you must get this vaccine, or you must stay 6 feet apart, or we're going to shut down all your businesses and make you go out of business. Or we're going to forgive rent and make these property owners go through hell and lose their property because you decided to be a sorry blank. Anyways, I kind of went on a tangent there, but CNN kind of did coverage on this, and I want you guys to see this because the head of the Olympics did a press conference too that's very interesting. Well, we got a lot to get into, guys. And if you would like the video, share it with your friends. It really helps with the algorithm. Subscribe, it's free, and I would appreciate it so much. Anyways, guys, let's hop right into the video.
Way and abandoning the contest, her headgear as well apparently becoming dislodged at least once before she quit. A spot of blood also on her trunk. The Italian did not shake her rival's hand either after the decision was announced. Carini also reduced to tears as well in the ring, sinking down to her knees. Now, Khalif is an accomplished amateur who won a silver medal at the 2022 International Boxing Association World Championships, though she was disqualified from last year's championships shortly before her gold medal match because of what were allegedly elevated levels of testosterone. Now, Khalif and Lin Yuting of Taiwan have received a huge amount of scrutiny for their presence in Paris after years of amateur competition. Lin won the IBA World Championships in 2018 and 2 years ago as well, but the governing body stripping her of a bronze medal last year because it claimed she failed to meet unspecified eligibility requirements in a biochemical test.
Well, that's just crazy, don't you think, guys? I'm going to get more into that here in a bit, but here is the IOC spokesperson for the Olympics giving a press conference. So let's just go ahead and roll the clip, get it over with.
This involves real people, and we're talking about real people's lives here. They have competed and they continue to compete in the women's competition. They have lost and they have won against other women throughout over the years. And by the way, this should make this absolutely clear for everyone. This is not a transgender issue. I know you know that, but I think there has been some misreporting on this, and I think it's very, very important to say that this is not a transgender issue. These women have been competing in competitions for many years. The testosterone is not a perfect test. Many women can have testosterone which is in what would be called male levels, and still be women and still compete as women. So this panacea, this idea that suddenly you do one test for testosterone and that sorts everything out, not the case, I'm afraid.
Well, Carini later saying, I am not here to judge or pass judgment. If an athlete is this way, and in that sense it's not right, or it is right, it's not up to me to decide. I just did my job as a boxer. I got into the ring and fought. I did it with my head held high and with a broken heart for not having finished.
Well, let me be as clear as I can be here. It does matter, Mr. Guy, whether they're transgender or not, because they have the biological makeup of a man. And that's just unfair to be in the same ring with a woman, and highly dangerous for that matter. And as far as the other, let's get right into that too. I mean, you got a dude in a ring beating the hell out of a woman, and y'all just allow this to go on. Like, she didn't last more than 47 seconds with a couple punches to the face. said that it was the strongest hit that she had ever felt in her life. And y'all don't find a problem with that? It's not a transgender issue? I mean, what are we living on, fucking Pluto? This is just ridiculous. And people need to lose their jobs over this. This should never be allowed. Ever. Men should never be in women's sports. They have an unfair advantage. She stole the medal, or I'm sorry. It's clearly a dude. And furthermore, you're just disenfranchising every other woman who's worked hard their entire life to get to the point to where they're at. And this right here really pisses me off. The thought that we even have to talk about this. This is just insanity. This is just clown world 2024. We got front row seats. We got a vice president appointed. That's never happened. Joe Biden is a turd. Don't know what's going on. And then we got men in women's sports beating the fuck out of women. That is what it is. Let's just call it out for what it is. Because if a husband beats his wife, is that okay? No, that's never okay. So why is it okay for you to put a dude, I'm going to say dude, who clearly has a lot more testosterone than that woman does, could break that woman's jaw in a few hits? It's highly dangerous. And I think that whoever allowed this should be investigated to be able to allow that. That's just, the dude couldn't make it in the men's Olympics, so he went to the women's league because he knew that he could get a medal. And just disenfranchises all that hard work that all these young ladies have put in through their entire life. If you don't know how much training goes into being able to even go to the Olympics, let alone win it, these women train their entire lives. And for that to be ripped away because one day a dude decides, I'm going to be a female, and then they get into the ring with her. But these are combat sports. This isn't even a racing sport. I mean, this is insanity. And should never be allowed in our society or in the Western world or anywhere. This is just fucking ridiculous. This right here is infuriatingly stupid. And where's the left at in all this? I mean, aren't they the party of science? It seems like the science thing only applies to whenever they want to force something on the masses. Not whenever it involves transgenders for whatever reason. Like, they could beat someone to a pulp and it's like, oh, it's okay. That's a lady. What are you talking about? Like, oh, you're weird. That's their new thing. They call you weird. Or they just tell you that you're a misogynist. Or you're not respecting her right to exist. Nobody cares if they're transgender. Like, seriously, what we care about is protecting women in women's sports. Why nobody else on the left really cares? They seem to care about one thing, and that's Marxism, progressivism, enslaving the masses with their propaganda. It's insanity. And we need to keep the salt flowing. Keep pissing them off. They deserve every second of it. And the sad part is they'll come right out and call you a transphobe. You're transphobic for not agreeing with her or him beating up a lady. This is just total fucking insanity. I don't know where our country's gone, where this world's going. I just know this woke, liberal, Marxist, progressive nonsense is killing Western society. And all I can think to do is we need to pray. Pray that our society gets back to normal. And from what I can tell, Trump will be the guy to fix all this. If you're not thinking about voting in November, you may want to consider voting for Trump. It'll fix a lot of things. We need to keep fighting. Fight for our country. Fight for our causes. Fight for your family. Keep your family close. Pay attention to what your kids are watching. That's how we prevent more of this nonsense from poisoning the minds of our youth. Anyways, I thought this meme was pretty funny. Y'all give it a look.
Identifying as female 2 weeks ago. I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some f***ing ass.
I thought that pretty much summed up what's going on at the Olympics. But in all seriousness, it shouldn't be happening. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. If you would, drop me a like, comment, subscribe. It would really help my channel out a lot and also help with the algorithm. Until next time, guys, y'all stay safe.